So it's Pageant. Well, yeah, it's kind of. So he like picks up stuff from there and he'll take it back.
It's crazy. So you're trying to like fractionally run it or something?
Yeah. Yeah. There's actually, I'm not sure where it is right now because it's hidden, but there's something that's flying around. I don't really see it going. It's kind of like a. I need something to work on.
So you're playing with the other guy here right now?
Sorry, just gonna refresh here. Yeah, I'm playing with Matthew. Waiting for him to presentation.
What was this called again?
This is called the Commander's Carriage. Commander's Carriage. It's all written in. That's my turn. Back end is all Node Mongo, and the front end is JavaScript, Canvas, jQuery, and Sound Library, SoundJS.
Cool. So you're playing with him right now.
I guess it would just something to stand to. And then you have to you guys also be able to
Where can I see my money, Chris?
Start at the bottom. The bottom, the bar across the bottom.
Oh, Ireland.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if that was the price, but no, you're right, yeah. All right.
you have to show us.
Yeah, I'll have it.
Can I swim with my squad?
No, you can, the only water you use is frigate. Frigate high range.
$3 million. Give me some.
That's over 9,000.
Sort of spliced up
Adam did such a good job last month that he's going to MC this one.
Oh wow, okay, you're passing it over. Okay, hello everybody. Hi. Hello. Hi. Alright, so we're going to start presentations for the theme pageant, Abject Failure from Phil Fish. I kind of feel like that's a bit of a jab somehow, but oh well. So, yeah, we're going to show the first game, something from Jeff, was it Ian? Is it Ian?
Yeah.
Ian, sorry. Ian, Peter, and Anne-Marie. So you guys want to go ahead, show off what you got?
So we did this at the FANTAZY CS game over the weekend. It's called Male Fantasy Simulator.
What was it called?
Male Fantasy Simulator.
Male Fantasy.
It's a two-player game. We call ourselves Scorpion Key. This is made by another guy who's not here tonight, unfortunately.
What?
It is. So here's the controls. On the
Bumming?
controllers, you got left arm and right arm.
God.
Control sticks, and then you got A and X for your pelvis. There we go.
Oh my god.
It's a wrestling game.
Everyone wins.
World Ragdolling Federation.
Jesus.
I'm okay with this.
Well, not in one mode you can do whatever you want because everyone always wins. But the goal is to try to get your opponent off the little platform as quickly as possible. You guys want to play fight mode? Yeah. Alright. In fight mode you actually get stronger arms, so things are a bit faster. Yeah, people usually end up knocking themselves off.
What's the background story?
We met at a game jam and we wanted to make a sumo wrestling co-op style game. And this is what we came up with.
Okay, awesome.
We found the model online for free. Originally we had a female model, but it didn't work at all, so this is our second choice actually. Did it
Did it start this oiled up?
Yeah. We brought the model in and it looks like this. So we went with it.
You just adjust like the shininess on the specular shader as the game proceeds.
Yeah, that's good. Actually.
This is some like Robert Yang kind of stuff going on here.
Does anyone else want to like give it a try?
Play the bedroom level.
The bedroom level?
We're gonna skip the castle.
We'll go back to the castle. The bedroom better, trust me.
Oh wow.
This looks familiar.
Oh wow, it's all illusion.
Oh, there's a sand table there. You want to look it up? Some shoddy house building construction.
Yeah,
You want to check out the castle? So the two levels were designed by Anne Marie here.
Hi, Emery. Hi. Did he just grab himself?
You push start and restart.
They're so oily, they can't stop blowing.
This game of the epoch.
I'm not even gonna take this one.
Yeah, I have figured
This
out
needs to
how
be
do
an
that.
evo.
There's some crazy backgrounds going
This game brought to you by Johnson's Baby Oil.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Alright. Does anyone else? I guess we can just show it off after the.
Yeah.
This is the actual level. There's an actual like whole thing designed around just the castle, but if you really want to explore, you can fly around.
These are our credits. Kwong's not here today, unfortunately. So, yeah. Special thanks to Ryan and Cameron.
Cool. Hey, thank you. All right, so that was something. What was it, Alex? Who got next? Okay, so Alex has something to show. Oh no, I wasn't recording. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So many regrets. I know.
So this material has an angle value, which I just changed, which alters the direction the light is coming from. Oh, cool. So it's actually an unlit material. It just sort of is based on the normal, and then the normal is multiplied by a value using like cosine, etc., to make it do the thing. So I can do things like change the fill color if I want her to appear as in a silhouette. So she'll just turn completely white. Or red or something. And then there's also an overlay color that just overwrites the color value of everything, but leaves the luminosity. So she can travel into an area with a different light and change color and stuff like that, but without actually any light. It was mostly just an exercise in writing shader code. I imagine a light is actually just this, but easier. So the other shield thing is here. Yeah.
I wasn't recording earlier, so I have to do it again. Walk into the eyes of darkness.
So that shield is very, this one's more geometric. It's done with a soccer ball primitive, for which there's no other purpose in 3D.
How many hits do you imagine the player will be able to take before the shield goes away?
I might like have shield pickups that the longer you survive, if you survive to get 10 shield pickups, then it might go up that high. I'll probably start them off with something like 3.
It seems really hard.
Well, I can make the level like, it might break the border if I don't do the setting right, but I can make the level super wide, like vertical width between 8 and 10.
Was it they're procedurally generated?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I was
Oh yeah. So now the level's huge. The camera's so far back, you can really see the edges of it. You get lost in here.
Now that you have a shield, it sort of works like, where you're not taking damage, you're just invulnerable, but it's like counting golf swings sort of thing.
Oh yeah, interesting. It could just subtract from your score every time, rather than actually stop you from playing. Which might be better. I mean, it's kind of a bleak game. You're traveling through an infinite realm of spikes. That might be a lonely feeling, and maybe we should give them a break.
there might be like you put like enemies in there.
Yeah, I want to have like missiles that shoot you, and the missiles don't hurt you, they just knock you off course because you're making explosions, and they'll knock you into spikes and stuff, and like enemies and walls and stuff to blow up. Yeah, it's pretty fun so far.
Are the levels procedural?
Yeah, they are randomly generated every time. I can actually probably take the camera. If anyone's like super bored and wants me to stop talking, just
No.
I'm going to zoom the thing way out, and I'm going to change the level back to, what was this? 4 to 5. So does it show you like a bunch of level ones? I can't actually navigate because it's so small. But yeah, if I, do I still have the win button? Yeah, so I can just press the win button, which will automatically take me to a new level, which will randomly generate every time. There's definitely a lot of settings which will cause it to like curl up like a curly fry or just explode, or the border won't look right. But I think I can get it so that the settings change as you go, so the level gets narrower and narrower and narrower, and then you move to an area that looks different, and the levels get a little wider, and then it gets narrower and narrower as you go. To sort of trick the player into thinking that they're not trapped in an infinite realm of spikes.
Let's say we use some kind of randomized constraint search or something?
Pardon?
Randomized constraint search or something?
To make this?
Yeah, no, to do the procedural levels.
It's sort of it just generates a series of points and then gets directions based on those points, and then traces a border around those.
You add some like constraints on the random points, so let's say throw this point out if it's too close to this one or something like that.
The only thing I do to track stuff like that is that every time it adds a segment to the level at a different angle, it adds up.
It keeps the angle in a certain range relative to the last one?
Yeah,
okay.
You specify a range, and it also adds all the angles so far together, and if they start to exceed a certain value, like 180 or 270, it starts to turn back in the other direction.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
That way it can't.
Okay.
It was actually one of the only things I've ever programmed that worked immediately on the first try. And I didn't really know how to cope with that as a person. So.
There's a sign.
Pardon?
There's a sign.
Yeah, any other questions? Or? Cool. So
right.
that's what I'm looking at.
Thank you very much.
But then I fixed the bugs and things, so. It's a notebook. I'm just running into editor now. You want to go ahead? Grab the controller. And yeah, so you can pick which bird you're going to be, and then press X. Like a little preview of the controls there. I don't know, they're too complicated, but you move with the left stick, and then square to sort of do stuff, and then the shoulder buttons are important too. But I don't know, good luck. Yeah. So there's
Can you speak up a bit, please?
what's that?
I can't hear you.
Okay. But I'm done talking now. It speaks for itself, I think. Okay, so I do have a feature that wasn't in there before. Like, it's still not done, but there's an important feature in that you can fail now. So you have the like picture of a stomach, your fullness.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the blue behind it is like thirst. So you can
Oh, it's a pig.
get thirsty, starve, and die. So you can fail. Abject Failure.
Is that like water on your stomach?
Yeah, it's your thirst level.
So how do you kill the pig?
So you
Yeah,
can
kill the pig.
Kill the pig.
Try hard enough.
You guys eat it.
No.
It's not for eating?
What?
It's not for eating?
It is for eating. It's just, I mean, you can't interact with it or anything. It's just wandering randomly.
I was gonna say, you know, it'd be cool if you made it like, you know, in StarCraft or Warcraft, have you click the sheep too many times and it explodes?
Yes.
So,
Well, it's not intended to be scenery like those triggers or whatever.
oh, yes.
But like you are supposed to be able to stab them and kill it first and all that.
So you're stuck on a desert island and you're starving, and there's a pig that you could eat, but you're not allowed to kill it. That's pretty cruel. That's some like hell kind of stuff going on there.
It's not that you're not able to do, like it's definitely intended. It's just
I like the screen split. It pleases me. Especially because I think I'm really far away and then I'll just walk up on it. Which kind of weaks me out.
do you think it needs a better indicator of how far you are?
That is a really good point. What if you could like logarithmically increase the black such a way?
Thought about that. I also thought about maybe it should show you which direction.
I like that part.
Yeah, it's like really handy. I just lifted that from the Lego video games.
Does that have to do it?
Yeah, and they're cool. In their two-player modes, you can just walk apart and it splits and like tracks the
The
direction.
older Lego games you could just never leave the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I always found that annoying.
Yeah, me too.
This game is called the Commander's Cards. It's a turn-based strategy game, something like a mix between like Advanced Wars and like I don't know, a game with cards. It's also got an action rating widget. Yeah, the music is. I try to write happy like marching music, but it turned out depressing. I write music for my personal stuff, and it's like really dark and depressing. So like I just couldn't break the habit. But here we go. So yeah, so it's an online game. One second, I'm gonna try to get a better scale here. I just have no idea. I haven't got this. I'm gonna use this. See here, zoom in. There we go. What's that? Command plus, and look at that. So anyway, so here's that. I have presentation mode because I gotta switch tabs during this presentation. All right, so anyway, so I'm gonna start a game here. So you can like make a private match, or you can like not make a private match. And I'm gonna select a map here, something cool with bridges. Enter my name. I'm gonna call myself Angelic Shadows. Right, and then if I want to play, I can either give this link, this challenge link to someone, and they can type in their name and click accept. If it's a private match, or if it's a public match, you can go to the you go here, join public game. I see Angelic Chatham, so I'm going to click that, see the map it is, and I am going to be Satanic Chatham. Wow. Right? Like I like to make everything biblical, so it's more epic, right? Join.
Was it Satanic?
Yeah, I know, it's all confusing, man. I don't know.
Good point.
Anyways, here's the game. So I'm playing both on the same computer here. So you start off and you place your units. You got your cities for producing resource, and you got your walls for stopping the enemy onslaught, and your barracks for squads, soldiers and mortars, and your vehicle factories, and then you got your airport for jets and helicopters, and then you got your shipyard. So I'll go over it. I'll quickly add these to the other player here. And so this is the build mode. So you start off, both of you do this at the same time. Then you place your units. So I got my squads. You place them. So this is all like if I didn't need to use Ajax, it would be all vanilla JavaScript on the front end. On the back end, it's Node, MongoDB, and Express for the web server. War is coming. Oh yeah. So put my soldiers up here.
Is that their line of sight throwing out?
Yeah. So they give you a vision.
That's a nice line of sight effect.
Like that, eh?
Yeah.
Red goes first. Red always goes first. Satanic challenge. Yeah, red always goes first. The way it works is red goes first, and the maps are slightly tinted, okay, so there's cards. See these things here? They spawn every 5 or 6 turns, right? So green, who goes second, is given a slight advantage with cards, but by having them turn, by having them having the starting turn a little more in favor. So you can select your units, move them around, this kind of thing. I move my units up. I don't take too long here because I played a bunch of games. I'm sad to say that the last 4 games I played, I've lost. Right? I just yeah, I was gonna move my units up, and
Did you say you'd lost before you played? You lost? Were you playing against yourself like this?
no, I was playing against buddies, right?
Okay.
I lost one against my brother-in-law, which was horrible. Right? It's pretty bad.
So how's Canvas? Is it fun to work with? Or?
It's easy. I don't know. I mean, it's you just like add a div. You add a div. You grab a context with a function. So you get element ID. You grab the div. And you get the context, right? And then you
show something and then you keep up with that after that. Is that right?
you got the context. I'm just gonna mute one of these players so it doesn't sound weird for CD.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so you grab the context and then you just draw.
Oh, are you presenting something?
It's
Or you want to do that
it's
for
pretty easy, right? Like there's no ridiculously long direct X struct names and like having to make a struct for an integer or anything like that. So I mean it's easier than some things, right? And you got your and you can do WebGL too, right? There's some libraries that'll merge both into one.
Wow, that's small. Make this maximally big. Is there a button with Unity where you always get the sprint? Alt? Thanks. It's a build. It probably is. Oh well. Alright, so a couple of years ago, 2 friends of mine and myself decided to work on an MMO project. And so, as you might expect, this is a triply nested lesson in Abject Failure. So the first thing I'll show you is, actually, this is probably all I'll actually be able to show. This is an early demo that we made of the project. And as an MMO, there's like some server stuff and some client stuff. And Harrison Clark put together a really neat server that was like deterministic and auto-generated logic for the client. So if you had a Unity project, like if you wrote your like server logic, it would auto-generate all the Unity stuff. It was super neat. And like we built like an early prototype, which cool. So like it's a let's go down. It's like kind of that's kind of small. I guess you can't make it any bigger. But it's like you've got cities in the world. You click on them, and you've got like guys in the city, and they like here. And then you can like send them off to nearby locations. Yada yada yada. Which is still kind of boring, except like it's like set up to like shard and multiply and blah blah blah. You distribute the client, so you can have other people playing in different places and it syncs. Anyway, this was one of our early demos, and we made the tech, and then we tried to make a game on top of it. And let's see if we've got any pictures here. Anyway, I tried to make a build of one of the later versions of it that we built. But ultimately, the second layer of Abject Failure is, no, I don't have it, is that I failed because a Unity 3 project with some custom shaders doesn't work anymore. So it's all dead and gone. So all I have is the early version of the project. Interestingly, as an MMO, our project totally failed, but the deterministic cool background server that we built that syncs to Unity clients, people who were building simulation technology that involved like people training over a whole bunch of different places were interested in licensing. So the game was an Abject Failure, but some of the tech wasn't. And then, let me see if I have, so I give a talk in Montreal and I have a couple of little bits left. No, that's it. Anyway, the third interesting layer of Abject Failure in building one of these things is we got a whole bunch of people together for a play test of one of the later builds of this, and everybody was kind of intrigued, but not quite sure what we were about. And then we got everyone to give feedback, and we were still not quite sure where to take the game, and so we had like some long conversations with different people about where to take it and what to build on it. And we got 5 different, entirely different, conflicting, completely uncombinable visions of what to do next, which basically means, I think, that you should probably not take anyone's advice about how to build games or game design, because you're just going to get the game that they wanted and not the game that you wanted to build. So that's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I got Marilyn. You ready?
So I made this in like 3 hours. It's functional, but it doesn't look or sound like I want it to. Basically, I just had the idea of for some reason I had this image in my head of like a Unity cube with wings on it, and then like imagining what it would be like for that little cube to try to like fly out of its nest. And I wanted
fail?
I want to eventually like theme it like as if it's like a Hinterlands Who's Who. So there's like a narrator like narrating everything. So if you do certain things, then the narrator will say different things depending on what's happening.
The cube will never survive the winter if its wings don't develop. Like,
Yes. Well, it's abject. Many will not survive.
Or it's by wearing her hair.
Where is the? Oh, here it is. So here's this little cube. So the 2 cubes on the left and right there. This is the one I'm controlling. The 2 cubes on the left and right is like the bounds of the nest, where the nest will go. So just imagine that. So you just you can move left and right, and then you can press spacebar, and eventually you work your wings. Your wings grow. And you can also get tired and stuff that I haven't put in. There's gonna be like little as you work hard, there's gonna be like sweat, and then eventually you'll like get stunned and stuff.
with its mother bird.
I was going to say you should have like predatory spears that come along every now and then. Try to get
So you're just a little bird trying to get out of this nest. Oh, okay, too tired. And then you have to work your way over to the other side here.
Do the wings grow indefinitely?
No, they have a. So then you try to get up, see how far you can go, and then eventually you do this.
Oh.
And that's the abject failure part.
All right.
What's that?
Thanks, Marilyn.